Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it on the outside. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it up to 47. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more. I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude that I'll trust and I'll respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. And here the sticks, it's Frazier. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Give to the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line now. It's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment coming from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. Five-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, baby.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, the five-star guy, it's plug and play, and those guys playing out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Lost the throw on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference, so a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer. But a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Rides the back and leads it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler. High school recruiting ranks, big four-star D-lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Through the air, it's Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Out of the crowd, and now he's got pressure. They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on Sunday.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, we'll engage you later on. I still believe it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man in the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy is a chance.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll do it with him. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to pass again.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender
short in field goal range. They dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Stockton. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past, then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. They're going to run it. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On the double. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. First down. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line. It's Humphries. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air. It's Stockton. Here's a hit. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger of throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half and you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And complete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds his man. It's Mark. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted, the defense is set. Going the other way, he's got room. Georgia, the defense gets it done with a huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Man, these guys can play offense too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got his man downfield. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But they find those good ones. They have great seasons.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can It's Underwood. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Better find the air plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going up top again. Quickly complete. It's out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. Quarterback running on the drop. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D denied them on second and goal. Play action. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack weapon with more ground to cover. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quarterback trying to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be fourth down.
These goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Thomas. He finds enough room to get up to the 28-yard
great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, and that will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle is Marshall. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Wolverines are on the move. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at second and 8. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense running on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away. It's a big time play. timeout now, 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the back. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
To throw, it's Stockton. Now improvising. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground.
Quick screen to the spacer line. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, that D tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield. He was able to make a tackle for loss.
Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's complete. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. go up top. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle of Marshall. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Got a man. It's Marshall.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that. Boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to throw one on the screen. They get him at the 42, and he picked up 10 there.
When they pick up the first down there on the screen, I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline threat. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
A really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but do a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they need.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. How hard is he released the ball on that first down pass, and he never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it to him on the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
short. Almost intercepted. What a momentum swing that could have been. They still force a fourth down.
And sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
To the air, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And the Dogs are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Hester. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Must have got him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fully and short of the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly dally, don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down one possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. Lead down to just 3, 20-17.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now. Play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the run at the 5. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive, too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. In the backfield, it's Moore. Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll try to keep this one moving on the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And nowhere to run on that play.
Not all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter or the middle, try different things to see what you can do. position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackle like that, give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Klein. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Man. On the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the W.
They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. Here we go. So with the